Hello and welcome back to the Destiny Global Facebook page. My name is Carmen and we are with you with another success tip tonight. Every 2 weeks, we are live right here on the page and we bring you real live applicable success tips for your personal and your professional life. And so tonight, we are going to be talking about 8 characteristics of super successful people. Have you ever watch someone succeed? You've seen the people succeeding. You've seen the people have success in any area. Maybe it's a successful marriage. Maybe it's successful at their career. Maybe they have a successful business. Maybe they've raised rock star kids and your kids are lack of rock stars. And you're thinking, gosh, how do they do that? Is there something I don't know? And the answer is yes. Yes, there is. There are things that successful people do that are their secret weapons, their superpowers that most people don't do. There are characteristics of successful people that most unsuccessful people don't have. And they're studying people. There's a saying that I adopted at a very early age when I was a young wannapreneur. I wanted to succeed, but I didn't really know how. So I heard the saying, find somebody who has what you want and do what they do. And so I started studying successful people. I studied what they did, what they didn't do, how they did it, when they did it, where they did it, who they did it with. And all the things A to Z. And I realized that no, there are some things that successful people do that unsuccessful people don't. And so there is a code that you can crack that's going to help you succeed. And so tonight we're going to get you started and I'm going to be uncovering 8 of those characteristics for you tonight. So let's go ahead and jump in. By the way, if you are new here, not only do we have free information here on the Facebook page, but all the information you hear has over a 30-year track record. Here at Destiny Global, we do live events about 5 to 6 times a year called First Steps to Success, which is helping you pay off all your debt, including your mortgage, get promoted on your job, start a business, write the book, grow the business, attract more clients, keep more clients, really just how to become the #1 recommended person it is at what you do. And we have our last event of the year coming up in just over 2 weeks in Houston, Texas, September 29th, 30th, and October 1st. We have some in-person seats available, nothing like being in the room. And then obviously we have some virtual tickets available as well. And so we'll drop that down below in the comments. I didn't want you to miss out, didn't want you to not, hear about it and have your competitors go get all the secrets. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump in. Characteristic number 1 of successful people is they do more than what is asked of them. One of the numbers we talk about at First Steps to Success is 98 and 2%. So 98% of the population is unusually 2% of the population is unusually successful. 2% of the population are the ones making the money. 98% of the population is dead or dead broke by the age of 65. Those are the statistics. Those are the facts. And 98% of the population does less or just enough to not get fired. They do just enough to not get promoted. They do just enough to get paid. 2% of the population, they do more than what is asked of them. They view their job description as the beginning, as the minimum, and they go above and beyond the job description. They go above and beyond what is expected. When they have mandatory tasks, oftentimes a characteristic of a successful person, they're going to ask, is there anything else that I can do? Is there anything else that you need help with? They take on tedious tasks in order to be a team player. For instance, if you walk into a bathroom, someone who has a successful characteristic is they see a toilet that needs to be cleaned, they clean it. There's nothing beneath them. There's nothing lower than them. They are willing to take the initiative and take on any task that's going to help the team advance. So that is characteristic number 1. So be on the lookout for what you can do. Don't be one of those people that's trying to escape, one of those people that's trying to hide in the bathroom so you don't have to help. That is a person who isn't going to grow anything. That is a person who's on their way out. That is a person who is going to be going out of business or on the layoff list as soon as the business has to do layoffs. But someone who goes above and beyond, that's a person who's building business, succeeding at business and getting promotions. So make sure you're on this side of the success characteristics, not the unsuccessful characteristics. All right, number 2, they are willing to fail. People that are successful are willing to fail. They are risk takers. They know that there's never a guarantee, and they also know that no failure is final unless you quit. So they know that failure is actually part of the equation. That in order to succeed, you have to fail, and you learn from those failures. They also know that success doesn't come easy. It is work, and that failure is part of success. And the last thing I'm going to say on this is the success characteristic that goes along with this, that being willing to fail, is to persist until. Because 2% of the population, they persist until they have success. They hang on when everybody else is let go. They keep going. You know the saying, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. The truth is, when the going gets tough, most people quit. So to succeed when the going gets tough, you have to get going. You have to persist through, push through the opposition, the obstacles, get out of my way obstacle, and keep going until you get on the other side of it. Number 3, successful people know that you make your own luck. And the harder you work, the luckier you get. So often, successful people can be accused of getting lucky or being in the right place at the right time. And the truth is, the harder you work, the luckier you get. The harder you work, the luckier you get. All right, number 4. Successful people set goals. They set goals. They have something that they're shooting for. They're not just out there wandering in the dark, hoping for success. They are planning for it. They are setting goals for it. They know what they're working for each and every day. Why? Because, and by the way, a goal, if it's not written down, it's just a hope. Goals are something that you have written down. You can see it. You're working towards it. And a goal is it's kind of like your coordinates of where you're going. So if you imagine a GPS, a GPS that you use to take you from where you're at to where you want to go in your vehicle. You type it in your phone. I want to go to Walmart. I want to go to this restaurant. I want to go from California to Oregon. Wherever it is you want to go, it calculates where you're starting and you put in where you want to go. And once you put in where you want to go, it's going to give you the exact route on how to get there. Your goals are the same way. When you have an exact goal and you know where you're going, you know what you're shooting for, you know you want to go from here to here, then you're able to come up with the route, the coordinates, turn here, go back here, go this far and then turn. But without the goal, you're just wandering around aimlessly hoping for success. So goals are success markers. They help keep you on track. They are your compass. They are your North Star. They keep you going in the right direction. And so goals are super duper important. I've never met a successful person that didn't have goals written down that they were shooting for all the time. All right, next one. Start the week strong. Start the week strong. Successful people do not procrastinate on Monday. Monday is go time. They don't sit there on Sunday and go, oh man, tomorrow's Monday, TGIF. No, why? Because people that are succeeding cannot wait to get going on Monday. Monday is a gift, and they know on Sunday night what they're going to do on Monday. And so they start Monday strong. For successful people, Monday and Tuesday are their most productive days of the week. They start the week ahead, not behind. And when I learned this strategy more than a decade ago, man, it was a game changer. Like game changer, game changer, game changer. So I went from starting slow on Monday mornings, and then, because what happens when you start slow on Monday mornings? You start slow, you procrastinate, then you chalk up the day as it's a loss, and I'll start over on Tuesday. And then the whole week you're running behind. The whole week you're playing catch up, the whole week. And, what happens in your body when you feel like you're playing catch up? It's almost like, oh my gosh, I gotta go. Versus when you start Monday strong, and you've already got an action plan to attack and to go, and you come out of the gate like a racehorse, you feel so empowered. You feel so strong. You feel like you slayed the day, and you set it changes the entire tone of your week when you start your week strong. So start off by slaying your Monday and Tuesday, slaying the week, and winning your mornings. Your mornings, typically, your brain is the freshest. You haven't went into decision fatigue yet. And so the mornings are you win the mornings, you'll win your day. You win the beginning of if you win Monday and Tuesday, you'll win the week. And you just put those two things together, you'll win the month, you'll win the year, and you'll be winning at life. All right, next one. They are number 6. Successful people are always learning. They are always learning. They have never, ever, ever arrived. They are reading, they are watching, they are learning, they are growing, they are evolving, they are studying. Unsuccessful people compare. They compare. I'm better than you. 2% of the population, successful people, they are learning, even learning from the least of these, learning from somebody who isn't even as successful as them in certain areas. They're always open to learn. They always have an open mind to look and to learn, and they know that they can always learn something new. 98% of the population, they're too busy comparing themselves, what they know, how they're better, and they don't posture themselves in a position to learn at all. Successful people, with that evolution, they refuse to stay the same. Why? Because the truth is you're never staying the same. We're either moving forwards or we're moving backwards, but we are never staying the same. Successful people, they push themselves out of a comfort zone, even when it's not comfortable. They do the scary thing. They take the risks. They go out on a limb. They risk looking stupid. They risk failing. They risk financial ruin to start the business. They put it all on the line for a chance that they will succeed. So they're risk takers. Oftentimes history makers, because you can't be a history maker without being a risk taker. You got to take some risks to make history. You got to take some risks to succeed. At some point, if you interview anyone who's ever succeeded, we all had an oh crap moment. We all had a moment where we put it all on the line. We went out. We didn't know if it was going to work. We took a chance, and many of those times it failed. Many times it backfired. Many times we looked silly. We looked stupid, but we persisted until we didn't look so stupid. We persisted until it worked. All right. Number 7, surround yourself with joyful people. Surround yourself with people that are happy, not miserable people, not people that are complaining, not people, misery loves company. And people's attitudes are contagious. So if you're hanging out with a bunch of Debbie Downers, they're going to drag you down. They're going to bring you down. But if you're hanging out with people that are filled with gratitude and filled with joy, that is also contagious. And so surround yourself with people that are filled with joy. Number 8, dress for the part you want. Dress for the job you want. Dress for the title you want, not the one you have. Act as if. Act as if. So often I'll hear people say, well, Carmen, when I build the big business, then. When I land the dream job, then I'll do this. Then I'll do that. No, you've got to dress for the part you want. Dress for the job you want. You can't wait. Carmen, when I'm dating this guy right now and he's kind of a loser, but when I meet the right guy, then I will act right and I'll treat him respectfully. No, you won't. No, you won't. If you're treating the guy you're dating right now disrespectfully, that's a you issue, not a him issue. It's never about finding the right person, finding the right job, finding the right career, finding the right blah, 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 blah. It's about becoming the right person. And start right where you're at. Treat what you have like where you want it to go. If you're just starting business and you have one client, treat that one client like the next 10 that you want, like the 100 that you want, like the 1,000 that you want. Don't treat them like one. Treat it like where you're going to go. Speak as if you're in front of 100 people. If you're trusted with the little, if you're faithful with the little, you will be made ruler over much. Have to be the person you want to become in your mind before it becomes a reality. If you see yourself as a failure, you will fail. If you see yourself succeeding, you will fail. If you think you're going to fail, you're right. If you think you're going to succeed, you're right. It's the whole self-prophecy thing, right? Whatever you believe about yourself is what's going to happen. And so it was like when I was trying to lose weight, right? It was like, okay, I am skinny, I am fit, I am a blonde in a bikini on the beach. And if you say it long enough and you say it loud enough, you will eventually start to believe it. And when you start to believe it, you will start to work for it. And then you will start to see the fruit of it in your life. And I must have said long enough and loud enough, I am a blonde on a beach in a bikini with my husband. And it eventually happened. I eventually went from 288 pounds to a size 2. Why? But when I said it, when I first started saying at 288 pounds, I'm a blonde on a beach, and I was blonde, in a bikini, I can only imagine the thoughts that went through some people's heads. Okay, sure, Carmen, whatever. You do you, boo. You do you. But I kept saying it, and eventually that became my reality. And so no matter where, we've all got a place that we're starting. That's the truth. None of us popped out of the womb, just arrived. Hey, I'm successful. Look at me, Ma. Like, no, we all had to go through some crap to get to where we are now if you have succeeded in any area of your life. So if you're currently going through the crap storm, if you currently have the crap that you're wiping off of yourself, know you're on the right path. The crap comes with success. But man, if you just were to take this call tonight, this video tonight, and re-listen to this and adapt your life around these 8 characteristics, holy freaking cow, would you watch your life change before your very eyes? And the last little bonus tip I'm going to give you, successful people, they hang around the people that they want to be like. Who you hang around matters. Who you spend time with matters. Who you're learning from matters. This is why there's going to be a whole group of us gathering in just over 2 weeks in Houston, Texas. We're going to be flocking with other people who are not taking no for an answer, who are walking by faith, not by sight, who are heck bent on making this last quarter of the year their best quarter, creating a wave of momentum that they will ride into 2024 and being equipped with the skills to succeed wildly, even after some of them have failed wildly. So if you don't, go down below. Make sure you have your ticket. Don't miss this last event of the year. If you don't get this one, we will not have another First Steps to Success until the end of January. You don't want to wait that long. Freaking, it's your life we're talking about. So I will see you in Houston. Thank you for watching. If you've seen anything, if you've heard anything that has helped you at all tonight, make sure to share the video. We live in a world where we have a lot of people that want to succeed. They just don't know how. And these 8 things, I guarantee, will help anybody go from failing to succeeding if they just adopt their life around these 8 success characteristics. So thank you for watching. We will see you back in 2 weeks with another success tip with Destiny Global.